Hey everybody, welcome back to Kelly's Creations. I'm so glad you're here. We are going to do a Valentine shadow box today. Now this is a box you can get from Dollar Tree, and I already had added a shelf just to make sure it would work. So you do see in one of the squares, the box comes with 4 square openings. I do add a shelf already off camera, but these craft sticks from Walmart are the perfect width for this shadow box. So I just kind of eyeball measure and cut, and I'm going to add random shelves into this box. This is so affordable, so easy to do with these Dollar Tree boxes to create shadow boxes. I absolutely love doing it because I love trying to think of ways to fill the cubbies. That's fun for me. And if it's fun for you, you're really going to love this video. So I do use wood glue, and I cut down those craft sticks, and I just start randomly putting them in different, some go straight up and down, some are sideways, to make different cubbies inside this box. Once I have everything glued down, I grab some kind of really light pink paint that I got from Hobby Lobby. I didn't realize, I haven't been to Hobby Lobby in so long, I didn't realize how affordable their paints are. It's like 50 cents a bottle, and they have so many more colors than like Walmart does, so I was kind of excited. Now I got these little bitty scrapbook papers from Temu. Yes, I'm addicted to Temu. And I'm randomly just putting different pieces of craft paper that are like gorgeous floral, different random prints, real pretty. Some look Victorian, just filling up the boxes. Not necessarily filling it fully, and some of them go up. I want the randomness, so you can see there's gaps some places. Some of the paper hangs off the edges, some goes up onto the top. I did that on purpose. I wanted this just to be random because there's going to be so much being added that it's going to fill in the blanks, trust me. Now I'm going to apologize right now because this video is like a hopper video, because I do hop around a lot in this, and that's just because while I'm making things and they're drying, I'm moving on to the next item. It would have been like a 4-hour video if I wouldn't have done it that way, so bear with me. If you see me paint an item, if you see me make an item, I will come back to it. I'm probably set it aside to dry and went on to the next one. Once I had all those little cubbies filled, I thought it would be cute to grab one of these little doilies, and I just cut a heart. I folded it in half, I cut the heart shape out, and then I cut the corner off of it. And it makes a really cute heart, and that little heart is going to fill one of those spaces. Like I said, I knew what I was doing when I didn't put the craft sheets perfectly together, because a lot of the shadow box is layering, which I love to do because it's so much fun. So I grabbed my little bottles from Dollar Tree, and I use a Q-tip to put some red paint in them. These are going to be little love potion bottles, so I want them all to have red paint inside of them. Then I went to my stash, and I have these beautiful clear white beads, and I just think that they make the perfect toppers, especially if you're making like a perfume bottle. These are going to be love potion bottles, so instead of that cork, I thought the clear circle bead would be a lot cuter for these little bottles, and I just hot glue the bead right onto the bottle. So I bought these little bitty hearts from Amazon. They came in a package of like a couple hundred. They had different sizes. I grabbed the smallest hearts, and then I bought the stamp set off Temu, and the stamp set is adorable. I think it was like $4. Came with a wooden box, has the alphabet and the numbers. I told you in last week's video, I'm like having so much fun shopping on Temu. So I used tacky glue, and I glued the hearts to the bottle. two small hearts and then one larger heart for one of the bottles. On that heart, I'm going to stamp the number 9 on it, and that bottle is going to represent Love Potion number 9. And it's so cute. These little hearts are wooden and they kind of have a distressed brown edge, which is really neat. So now I got my potion bottles ready, and I'm going to go back to my shadow box. And again, it's layering. Have fun with layering. So this is from the Tim Holtz collection. I bought these probably last year, a couple of years ago, and I'm just grabbing random items I know I would want. This also had pictures in it, and I thought that was so cute. They're little vintage pictures. It has movie tickets, it has butterflies, it has tickets from Paris. Like, all those are going to go in a cubby. I grabbed a doily, I cut it up. I'm going to glue that doily down on the bottom shelf. Like I said, I'm hopping. I know I'm hopping around in this video, but bear with me. It's worth it. So that little doily is going to go down there, and then I'm going to start layering with items from the Tim Holtz collection and put more doilies down as well. I cut one of the doilies long ways because it had circles on it. I thought that would be the perfect bottom for my potion bottles. And I grabbed some sparkly pink hearts that I got from Dollar Tree. These are the glitter felt hearts. I'm going to add those in as well because it really gives that sparkle, that pop of color, plus they're hearts for Valentine's Day. I grabbed my love sign from Dollar Tree. It comes in a package and it has like pink love, red love, or you could do just natural wood. I'm going to hot glue my bottles down. I would suggest using super glue or craft glue. Hot glue doesn't like glass. I know this, but for video purposes, I glued them down. So now I'm going to make some books. And I took the scrapbook, little pieces of scrapbook paper. I got off Temu, and I'm taking Scrabble pieces. I'm going to wrap each individual Scrabble piece with a different scrapbook paper so that they're all individual books. Then I'm going to take those books, I'm going to glue them all together to make a section of books. I'm going to put that on the bottom shelf. before I put my books down, I got these little doily stickers off Temu. And like I said in last week's video, I love these. The only problem is getting the back off can be a little difficult. So I'm gonna stick 2 doily stickers down, and then I'm gonna take my books and I'm gonna use hot glue. I'm gonna glue those in the cubby on the bottom shelf. I think that's so cute. I think of Valentine's Day, not just decorating with hearts and stuff, but I love this Victorian paper. I love the prettiness of it, and it just screams like love and just beautifulness, and that's what I think Valentine's decor should be. Each cubby, I'm trying to tell a story. So I've had these pulls that I got from Goodwill, and then I had taken apart jewelry years ago, and I keep it in little cubbies, and it just worked out these 2 pieces went together. The top piece of this is from a piece of jewelry, and then these pulls that I got from Goodwill I thought would make a cute little chandelier. So I glued the top piece to it, then I come in and I fill that gap on the top with hot glue. And I keep layering it and letting it dry until I have a flat surface. Then I hot glue it into the very first cubby, and that's going to be my little chandelier. Now I'm going to take some wire and some pearls, and I'm going to string the wire through the pearls and then tie them together into a circle. I'm going to add that to a shelf as well. So I kind of got my theme going for each cubby. Where these pearls are going, that's going to be my diamonds are a girl's best friend cubby. I have my little book nook at the bottom. The chandelier is going to be a little sitting nook. I got my love potions in one of the nooks. I'm going to add pictures and movie tickets and airline tickets and a suitcase in one of the little cubbies. That's going to be my travel. So this is like a little love box of memories, and I think that's so much fun. And even though you're not using items from actual memories, you can create your little, I guess, shadow box or diorama to represent you. So I'm taking this for my diamonds are a girl's best friend little cubby. I had this key that I got from, of course, where, guys? Temu. I'm in love with Temu. And I glued that down over the pearls. And then I love these little wire, what are they? You put them on the ends of the wires, wire caps, I guess. They make perfect miniature planters. I got a pack in orange and a pack in gray. I thought the gray would look perfect with the shadow box. So I'm just cutting down some floral. I'm going to add some hot glue inside and put floral in there. And those are going to be floral pots. So easy, so cute. You don't have to make your own little pot. You can just use one of these little wire covers. And I'm making 2 of those to go in the shadow box. It's looking so cute so far. I'm loving this, but we are far from done. I had some of the red tablescape hearts from Dollar Tree. I'm going to glue some of those down to give that pop of red. I already glued my flower pots down, and we're just going to keep adding. I glue a couple of these hearts down in different cubbies, one next to the book, one in the cubby that's going to be my little diamonds, our girl's best friend cubby. And now I'm going to grab that vintage photo from the Tim Holtz, and I'm going to start working on my little travel memory cubby. I need to cut it down because it doesn't fit, but everything in that cubby is going to be like vacation memories. So I cut down the picture, and I'm going to fill that cubby with that picture with movie tickets, with this little ticket from Paris, with a suitcase with a camera. That's just going to be our little vacation memory cubby. To make sure that the picture stands up, I do add a little hot glue to one of those tablescape hearts. I glue the picture to the heart. That way it will stand instead of trying to glue it standing up inside the cubby. This made it a lot easier. I'm going to wait for that to dry before I fill the rest of that cubby because I don't want that moving. So like I said, we're jumping around a lot in this video, and there's a reason for that. I did glue down, it looks like a little airline ticket. It was really cute. It went with the theme of that cubby. So I had these drawer pulls that look like feet. And plants, and I don't know what you would call them, but they make the cutest feet for my stands. I'm going to paint them the same color that I painted the inside of the box. I'm going to set those aside to dry, and I do add a little silver rub and buff to the top. Those are going to be the feet for my box. Now I told you that I had a little, this was a pack of miniatures I bought off Amazon. It came with random miniatures. So cute. So I add one of my little mirrors down, and I picked out the suitcase and the camera. And that's going to go in my little travel cubby. So I glue down the suitcase. I glue the camera onto the mirror. And like I said, each cubby tells a story. So we're not done with that cubby yet, but I thought that was really cute to have the suitcase and the camera. I have cloches I got off of Amazon, and one of those little mirrors fit perfectly in the cloche. Those will be in a link in my Amazon store if you want to check them out. These are seashells from Dollar Tree, and I just glue the seashells inside the cloche. So, and I'm going to add that to a cubby. That's going to be like our memories of the beach. And this is why this is so much fun, because you can just make this your own, and you can think outside the box, have so much fun filling these little areas of this shadow box and making it your memories. So I glue that down. It fits perfectly in one of the taller spaces, and time to move on to the next. In my diamonds are a girl's best friend cubby, I had these diamond tablescape clear diamonds, and I'm going to glue 2 of those down because that goes perfect with my diamonds and pearls. I told you I took some silver rub and buff, and I put those on the feet after this was dry, and that is going to be glued down to the shadow box on the bottom so that this shadow box has feet and will stand up taller. This little shadow box is turning out so pretty. Oh my gosh. So we're going to keep adding to it. I got these push pins from Dollar Tree. I also got these little blocks. Each block has a letter. Comes in a bag in the crafting section. So what I did is I grabbed the blocks that would spell heart. I glued them to the push pin, and this is the bottom of this push pin is clear bead. It's so pretty. So, and these little blocks are so small, but they fit perfectly on the push pin. And I spelled out the word heart. Then I took another of these clear push pins to finish it off. So I fit as many blocks as I could. I had to glue the middle block to it, but then I could use another push pin and finish this off on the other side. And that's going to go on top of a mirror in the cubby. So this is going to be my little love cubby where it says love. I glued down one of those little mirrors, and I'm gluing this item that says heart on top of that mirror. Now we're going to add some more hearts to that cubby. Going into those wooden hearts, I grabbed all the little bitty ones. There's 3 different sizes, and I just grabbed a few out, and then I grabbed some crayons and I colored the tops of these hearts. I didn't fully color them. You could still see the wood coming through. I like that effect. Markers would work as well, or if you wanted to, you could paint these. I didn't want to have to deal with trying to paint these little bitty hearts, so crayons worked for me. I grabbed all the pretty pastel colors. I did red and pink and green, and these are going to represent like conversation hearts without the words, without the conversation. So anyway, I'm going to color these, and then I'm going to glue those down using craft glue in that love cubby, and I'm going to randomly like have some of these hearts standing up, laying down, and just glue them on top of each other. Perfect for my little love cubby. All those little colorful hearts. I just think that's so adorable. So this is another piece of jewelry, old jewelry, and it was glittery rhinestones. I thought that would be great, kind of draped over the diamonds, over the pearls. Really make that diamonds are a girl's best friend cubby glitter and shine. And that was a perfect little addition to that one. Whenever I'm thrifting, if I see costume jewelry that I know I can use in projects, I always grab it and cut it apart and use all the items. This is that movie ticket. I'm going to glue that to the wall of the shadow box. That was from the Tim Holtz collection. And I'm going to glue Paris down as well. This is a little window, and I'm going to glue the little flowers into the window, all from that Tim Holtz collection. And then I'm going to glue the window to the outside of the cubby right above the books. That's going to be like a little flower cubby. I always add, last time I did one of these for Halloween, it was one of my die cut windows. I like having something on the outside of one of the cubbies. That's just me. You could just glue this to the back wall as well, but I like the different effects of having things inside the shelves and outside the shelves as well. So I glued that down. I took a little butterfly because I ruined it. It attached to my table. So where the paper ripped, I'm just adding a little butterfly, which actually was kind of cute because it's something sticking out as well. So now I'm going to grab my dollhouse furniture and just grab the chair. I cut down the legs of the chair, and I want this to fit in the cubby underneath the chandelier, and it was just too tall. So cutting down the legs was perfect. Now I got a little bitty chair. I'm going to paint it after I add 2 big wooden hearts to it on the base of the chair and on the back of the chair. Then I'm going to paint it all with that pink color that I used in the shadow box. I have some beautiful ribbon, and I'm going to drape my lacy ribbon over the back of the chair, and then I'm going to fold up some lace ribbon and put it on the chair to mimic like a blanket. And that's just going to be my little cozy cubby. These chairs going to go underneath the chandelier, and that's where you would sit with your blankie and read a book. So that's my little cozy cubby. It took 2 coats of paint to cover the plastic, and no, my screen is not broken. That is my charging cord for my phone, which I did not realize was in front of my camera. I tell you, oh, sometimes. But I glued that chair down. The cord will go away, I promise. I glued the chair down underneath the chandelier, and I glued my blanket down to it and the blanket draping over it. Poof, my cord's gone. Here's that lace that I told you about. It's so pretty. I folded it up to make the blanket. I am going to use this lace as well on the outside of the box soon. I had this little wooden spindle, and I have this little bit left of this that says I picked you for Valentine's Day ribbon, and I just wrapped some of it around the spindle, and then what's left I kind of wrap into like a square, fabric square, and I'm going to glue the spindle down and that fabric square in that bottom cubby. I have this pink and white floral. It's so dainty and beautiful, and I thought that would be perfect in my little floral cubby. I also add it, I don't know if I do it next or later, but I add the same floral behind where it says heart on the mirror right next to it. I had bought this miniature tea set off Amazon, and I wanted to grab a cup and a saucer and glue those together and put it on the chair, because what's better than having a cup of tea or coffee, reading a good book in a comfy chair with your blankie. Oh, I just love it. I just want to sit there right now and do exactly that. So this cute little tea and saucer cup, I'm just going to hot glue that down to the chair. This was that Paris ticket that I thought I glued down earlier, but I guess I didn't. I kind of accordioned it and then hot glued that in my travel cubby next to the airline ticket. The shadow box is so dainty and beautiful and tells such beautiful stories in each section. I'm just absolutely loving this. Now I'm going to add a little bit of lace, and right now I'm brainstorming where I want to put it. I end up cutting a long section of lace and putting it at the top, and then I cut a smaller section of lace and I put it in the cubby where the books are. And like I said, I just love layering. I love having just the random little items, some inside, some outside. I think it all adds to the effect of the shadow box. I had this beautiful pink satin wedding ribbon that I got from Goodwill. And I knew I didn't want to paint the outside of the shadow box because I wanted to stay within that dainty, beautiful Valentine's theme. So this pink satin ribbon was perfect to put on the outside of my shadow box and really finish this piece off. I measured one piece going from the bottom around it all the way to the other side, and I am going to use glue. I start off with hot glue in the corners, and then I use like school glue just to stick it down, and that's going to be the outside of the box. I just think that satin pink really ties in the whole shadow box together. It's gorgeous, looks way better than if I would have just painted this. Once I had that all glued down, I finished off both sides with the bigger of these felt hearts from Dollar Tree. And I add 2 hearts, one on each side. That way you don't see where I cut the fabric. So I added some pink, the smaller pink sparkly velvet hearts. And I add one in each corner by the lace. I also take one of those and put it in the center of the shadow box as well. I add floral behind the heart, and my shadow box is complete. Oh my gosh, look at it. It's so pretty. I love how it tells a story. I just love how dainty it looks. I think it's perfect for Valentine's Day. And do you guys decorate for Valentine's Day? Do you like Valentine's videos? Let me know. I had to do a shadow box. Everybody loved my apothecary shadow box for Halloween, so I just thought it would be fun to do one for Valentine's Day. And here it is. I want to thank you guys for your love, your support of my channel. It means so much to me. And without you guys, oh my gosh, I wouldn't have grown as much as I did last year. Let's make 2024 even better. So if you haven't yet, hit that like button, subscribe, share with your friends for me, and leave me a comment, even if it's just to say hello. I put this little grouping together with this book that I used to read when I was in high school. It was like one of my favorite little love story books called P.S. I Love You. And you guys, if you've followed me for a while, know my craft room also has vintage toys and items that I decorate with. So I thought this book would be so cute to put next to this little shadow box. Let me know what you think. Let me know which cubby was your favorite. I hope you guys all have a blessed and most wonderful week. I will see you next Tuesday. And always remember, P.S. I love y'all.